we have a 1750 battle mission for you. Flank Assault. So we rolled for the Eldar Flank Assault, and I've got a bunch of stuff that is actually outflanking. It's allowed to outflank in this scenario. There's two objectives in his deployment zone, 1 and 2, and one objective in the center of my deployment zone here. And there's a bunch of stuff on the table. Looks like assault squad with some character, a small assault squad in there. Deep, not deep training, but reserved unit of Terminators inside a Storm Raven. Another unit on the table over here, and there's a dude that's going to come down in the drop pod over there. And I have a Samhonisk Army Falcon with some Avengers inside, 2 units of Jetbikes, 2 squads of Fire Dragons inside transports, a small Seer Council with a Farseer, some Vypers with STarcannons, and a Night Spinner. Okay, so we're going to see if on a 2+, the rule is that I get to go first, so let's see what happens. And it's a 4. So Eldar is going first, and it'll be top of turn 1 in Okay, so rounding up top of turn 1, what happened? Fortune over here, they just sort of are chilling back here. These guys flew in there, luckily no trouble with the terrain, just to try to get a better vantage point, because they have AP2, so we got a good vantage point from there. Helped with the help of these guys. No help from him, every weapon missed. With the help of these guys and this guy, managed to kill a bunch of dudes, but they made their leadership check. And we're on to bottom of turn 1 for the... okay, so we just finished bottom of turn 1. What happened? These guys flew in here, charged in here, managed to actually blow up somehow one of my guys. But so he exploded, but the explosion didn't kill anybody there. And this guy flew in here and gunned tons of shots into the Seer Council, but was not lucky enough to really kill anybody here. And that was it. So we're rolling for my reserves. We're going to see what's showing up. 4+, this squad of dudes. They're in. 4+, this squad of dudes. Not in. 4+ the first squad of those guys. Not in. And 4+ that squad of guys there. Not in. So just this one vehicle with 5 melted guys is showing up. Okay, on to top of turn 2. Okay, so top of turn 2, what happened? These guys, Fortune, flew in here, assaulted both, wrecked him, didn't wreck this guy, but blew away his gun. Obliterated the walker here, survived in return, consolidated a little bit. Over here we fired a bunch of guns, didn't have a lot of success, killed I think 1 or 2 guys, but we did web them again. So this guy showed up over here and decided to give him some cover from the potential meltas that are in there. And that was it. This guy, unfortunately, one of his buddies got immobilized flying off this terrain and got wrecked because of the squadron, so... I got a little bit unfortunate there, but that's alright. And they were on to bottom of turn 2. Okay, so rounding up bottom of turn 2, what happened? These guys charged in here. Actually, a Melta shot from... the webbing did nothing. They survived the webbing from the Night Spinner. Melta managed to shoot down one of my council members. They charged in, caused no wounds, but we managed to get 1 wound on them. So they lost, but they stuck around. And that was pretty much it. These guys are still just chilling, holding that objective. Unfortunately, the Storm Raven with a ton of dudes in there didn't show up, but, you know, such is life. And those guys are just chilling over there. So we're going to see what else of mine shows up here. 3+ on this unit there. They're in. 3+ on the first squad. No. 3+ on the second squad. Yes. Okay, so they're coming in. I'm going to get to choose which side they come on from because of the scenario. Okay, so finished top of turn 3. What happened here? Close combat. We finally managed to beat down the Melta guy, and the character tried to get tried to roll for psychic test. He took a risk. He tried to get preferred enemy on the unit, but he failed and he exploded because he was down to 1 wound. So that helped us a little bit. Over here, these guys showed up. They unloaded, blew up the Rhino with a combination of tons of guns in the area here. Managed to just kill that entire unit that was there. And we fired the Night Spinner into here and managed to kill 1 guy and web them, but not too much else. So they're pretty safe over there. And that is it. So we're on to bottom of turn 3. We're going to see if the huge contingent of guys in there shows up. Oh, still not showing up. Oh, that's terrible. Terrible luck. I'm sorry. Okay, well, we're on to the okay, so bottom of turn 3. Since that didn't show up, we just had these guys move. They actually decided to risk it just to shake off the web, and nobody took any wounds, so I was pretty lucky there. Over here, we finally managed to cut through the priest, and we consolidated a few inches, and that was it. So on to turn 4. Okay, so that was top of turn 4. What happened? These guys were kind of lazy. They decided to just go in here and blow this thing up, so they chopped it down. Over here, we tried to do some shooting in there, killed 1 guy with a pulse laser, but the twin-linked Night Spinner template actually just still scattered off. And over here, flat out on this guy, and those guys loaded back in and just flew over there. These guys checking out over here, and that's it. So let's see if this guy shows up on a 2+. They're in, finally. This gigantic contingent of stuff there is finally on the board. All right, so we're going to see what happens. Okay, so rounding up this turn here, what happened, these guys decided to say, screw it, we're coming out here. Nobody died from dangerous terrain there, but they came in here. The Melta managed to blow away one of my guns. He also makes it so I can't shoot, but he's still mobile, the guy's inside. And that was about it. Oh, the Storm Raven finally showed up here, went flat out over here, tried to assault cannon here, but my saves held. There was no rending happening there. And on to turn 5, I think, right? I think it's turn 5 now. Okay, so rounding up this turn, disaster over here. I fired 2 missiles into there, trying to crack it open first so I can melt it, the guys inside to death. No luck with the missiles. And then 2 groups of guys of Meltas fired in. Literally no effect. Like, I got a million penetrations, but even despite the fact that it's only, got 1 dice, I mean, strength 8, however, made a lot of cover saves. I only managed to make it so he just can't shoot. And I also made a terrible, assault cannon, yeah. I also made a terrible mistake here that I really didn't need to move these guys forward. I should have just left them 12 inches back, but, so be it. What else happened? These guys slaughtered their way through about 3 guys of this group here. We fired in with a bunch of stuff, charged in, really beat them up a little bit, but they held out over there in combat. And that was pretty much it. Everything else sort of shifted around. The last group showed up. They flew on over there. They're owning that objective. This group is owning this objective, and the guys inside are owning that objective. So that's it. All right, on to bottom of turn 5. Okay, so bottom of turn 5, what happened? We're tied up in there still. The Furioso popped out and tried to help in there. No wounds caused on either side in this entire combat, though. A lot of good saves are being made. Over here, these guys popped out, tried to put a hammer into here, but couldn't hit the vehicle. Managed to, of course, slaughter the unit of 5 Melta guys there, the Fire Dragons. This guy flew over here, managed to immobilize that vehicle, so he's immobilized, and that was it. So we're going to see if the game ends on a 1 or 2. Here you go, good sir, roll it for us. The game continues. On to turn 6 we go. Okay, here we go. Okay, so rounding up what happened here. Tied combat, 1 wound caused against us. 1 wound, 1 penetrating hit on this guy blew away one of his fists with the Melta inside it. Unfortunately, a guy with the destructor died there. Million missiles fired into the Storm Raven, but finally I had to waste my unit of Fire Dragons, and they finally did manage to explode it. So the Storm Raven is now gone to heaven. Otherwise, we also fired into here. I think we killed maybe 2 Terminators, maybe 1 or 2, something like that. But yeah, only 1 Terminator, so not too much luck there. But it's bottom of turn 6 now. Okay, so what happened here? Pretty much these guys just all piled in, just tried to get some, some glory damage here. I killed 2 of my guys, put a wound on my Farseer. I blew away this guy's other fist there. So we lost by 2, but we stuck around with our leadership 8 rerollable. And we're going to see if the game ends. It's bottom of turn 6. So on a 1, 2, or 3, the game will end. The pain continues. Wow, okay, well, on to turn 7, which will be the final turn. Okay, so top of turn 7, the game's basically over because my Farseer managed to stick it out in combat. They killed the other council member. We did no wounds or penetrations in return. However, he managed to survive. Power fists, other stuff coming in, so we're not going to roll it out because it's bottom of turn 7, essentially. But, no, it's 3-0 for the Eldar with these strange scenario that we played, and that's it, man. But, no, thanks for the game, man. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Fun times. All right.